For this activity is called Every Picture Tells a Story. You're going to be given 3 different types of flyers, 3 different scenarios, and you are going to describe how does the scenario tie into the tape diagram, how would you solve the problem, but also the answer to the problem. You will need to include all 3 in each of your answers. So just as a reminder to clear things up, we are dealing in these scenarios with a flyer. Flyers are just basically posters that you may find a couple of different places. You may find them on a board somewhere. You may find them online, or even get them possibly in the mail. So you have 3 different scenarios. So for example, this is the first scenario. May made 50 flyers for 5 volunteers in her club to hang up around the school. She gave 5 flyers to the first volunteer, 18 flyers to the second, and then divided the remaining flyers among the 3 remaining volunteers. So I want you to go through and I want you to tell me first, how does this scenario tie in to this picture? Basically, what does each piece of this picture represent from this scenario? And how did you get your answer? So I want you to solve it then and tell me, how did you get your answer? So for example, if x here equals 12, don't just tell me x equals 12, but tell me what exact steps did you take to figure it out. These are just like any traditional word problems. You have to take it step by step to solve it. I would first focus on if you know any parts of the tape diagram and could you take any away from the total amount, but also think about division. Think about how much it's divided into. Okay? You have 3 scenarios you will have to go through to solve and describe how does the scenario tie to this problem. Remember, you're going to tell me what each piece represents, and then you're going to work through to solve it. So for example, this one and this one look very similar to the one you did in activity 1, where you created the numbers and you also pointed out what you noticed and wondered. So this may help you out quite a bit. If you need a reminder of how to solve it, go back to activity 1 and watch the video that I created. I gave you an example with some numbers, and I want you to go ahead and use that example to help you solve it.